next guest is a very funny man. You can see him live near you in his Right Intention, Wrong Move comedy tour. Please say hello to Chris Distefano. To see you.
Look
Welcome
at this,
back.
man. Natalie Portman was just sitting here.
Yeah.
And now I'm here. I'm sinking into this couch a lot more than she did. She was just weightless, and I'm 220.
Yeah, all right. Well, you look good. You
think that?
Yeah, I do think you look
that,
good.
man.
Yeah.
I feel fat today.
Do you really?
Last night.
Are you having a fat day?
Having a fat day. Last night, go out, all of a sudden get drunk. It happens. 5 tequilas in, smoked a little weed. I was higher than anybody on the street. And then I woke up this morning with Oreo brownie in my belly button. and so I was like, I can't eat, and I haven't eaten yet today. And I am.
You've had nothing.
Nothing, still hungover, still probably high. I was in the green room like, I should just go say hi to Natalie Portman. She's right there. And then I looked in the mirror. I was like, don't go say hi to Natalie Portman. You just put your head down. And now I'd rather just deal with 40 years of being like, I could have talked to Natalie Portman, and I didn't.
Did you want to just run out real quick and say hello? I'll wait here if you like. I don't want to ruin your life.
Yes, I would love to, but
Okay, we'll stick it here.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, now that you're mentioning this, I remember, how's your father doing? Is he currently incarcerated or uncarcerated?
So right now, he's out of jail. Good job, Dad.
Good.
This is the longest he's made it in years.
That's good, that's good.
And he, talk about weight loss, this guy has lost, he was 250 pounds, now he's 190.
Oh,
okay?
Good.
First time under 200 pounds, he said, since he's a baby. You're a fat baby. and he said, and he goes, I lost about 60 pounds in 2 months. I said, what? He goes, yeah, about 2 months. I said, what have you been doing? He goes, I walk more. I was like, how much more? He goes, about a couple of blocks more each day. I said, you need to go to the hospital. There's no way you've lost 60 pounds by just walking more. And he goes to the hospital, and, you know, because I was like, maybe he's got some kind of disease that's like he's eating away his body. They said, no, he's just walking more, and he's just the guy that somehow lost 60 pounds.
That's amazing.
He just lost it. I don't know how he did it.
Is he a big eater type of guy?
Here's how my dad eats. Ready for this? It's a true story. My dad, one time, we were at Christmas, and he ate an entire tray of lasagna. Not a piece. I'm talking about like an aluminum tray, like that feeds like 10 people at Christmas. He was eating it by himself, off the spatula into his mouth. No knife and fork, just eating it. And I was looking at him. I said, Dad, you can't have an entire tray of lasagna. And he goes, my body, my choice. And I was like, okay, that's not what that means at all, but all right. And then, of course, about 2 hours later, he's sleeping at my house. Him and his wife, my stepmom, I hear her saying, Tony, are you having trouble breathing? He's like, yeah, I can't breathe. And then I'm like, well, it's probably because of the food you ate. He goes, it ain't that. He goes, I had a Diet Coke. That the soda is giving you gas. And I said, yeah, we have to go to the hospital. So we go to the hospital, he can't breathe. And then the doctors called me the next day, and they gave me like some sad start of news. Like, we're sorry, your father, he has congestive heart failure. It's maybe that's a year to go, and we're sorry. And I was like, obviously very upset. Dealt with that for about a day. Then the next day they call me and they say, listen, we have unbelievable news. They said, we did the test again and he doesn't have congestive heart failure. He's perfectly fine. They said he ate so much sodium in one sitting that it fooled our EKG machines to think he has congestive heart failure. And he ate so much lasagna and so much cake that the guy, I said, you've been a doctor for 20 years. Have you ever seen that? He goes, I've never seen that.
Your father overdosed on lasagna?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
You really are Italian.
I am, yeah. But he's healthy now. He's good.
Good. How are the kids? How are your family?
Family's good. Got 3 kids. My beautiful kids. And they're great. Love them so much. My dad's a great family.
Is he involved?
He's very involved. Almost too much to the point where, like, when my oldest daughter, when she was being born, in the delivery room, it was only me, my wife, and her mom and my mom, right? That's like the standard. And I text my dad, hey, the baby's coming, the water broke. He's like, I'm coming over. So I'm like, great. I'll text you when the baby's out. We'll come outside. You know, see the baby. Goes, great. We're in the delivery room. You know, my wife's up, you know, about to give birth, and my dad walks in. Just walks into the delivery room holding the New York Post newspaper. He just walks right in. He goes, we're having a baby! And I was like, Dad, you can't be in here. It's like just family only. He goes, I'm not family? I said, no, of course. I said, but it's just women. He goes, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm the dad. I was like, go outside. Go outside. He goes, all right, I'll go outside. And then as he's walking out, he goes, by the way, Yankees got rocked last night. He goes, they got a trade their whole pitching staff. And I was like, all right, Dad, we'll talk about it later. So then my beautiful daughter is born. It's amazing. I come outside, right, you know, with my dad. I said, he goes, how'd we do? I said, well, you know, my Jasmine did amazing. You know, she's great. The baby's great. He goes, I said, you know, we have a beautiful daughter. He goes, it's still a girl. I said, you were at the gender reveal. You knew that it was going to be a girl. Pink confetti blew all over your face at the party. He goes, yeah, but I thought maybe it could change. You know, the womb's a crazy place.
Like, crazy place.
What does that mean? And then he goes to me, he goes, what's the name? I said, Dad, you know the name. It's Delilah. You know that we planned. He goes, all right, so you're going to stay with that. He goes, can I suggest you go with Delilah, but what about Delilah, middle name, Mickey Mantle, Distefano? Would you do that for your dad? I said, I'll run it by Jasmine. And I was like, can we do that? She goes, absolutely.
If she had said yes, would you have gone with Mickey Mantle?
If she would have said yes, I would have named my daughter Mickey Mantle and dropped the Delilah.
Mickey Mantle would be a nice name for a girl.
Yeah, so it's fun.
You're traveling around the country.
Yep.
Your stand-up tour, what does the title mean?
So I call it Right Intention, Wrong Move.
Right.
And that's kind of based off my dad, because I feel like my father would have the right intention, but very often it's the wrong move.
I see.
You know, like I remember when I was a little kid, my mom was, you know, we had to go hunting. You know, my mom didn't think I was like being like, wasn't outdoorsy enough kid. And she was like, you know, my dad came to pick me up because they weren't, obviously my parents got divorced immediately. And my dad came to pick me up, and she's like, you got to do something with the Tony. Take him hunting or something. He has no idea what he's doing outdoors. He's an inside kid. My dad's like, all right, let's go hunting. So my dad doesn't know anything about hunting, so we go. He's like, you want mother, so we got to go hunting. I was like, okay. So I'm 10, so whatever you tell me to do, I'll do. And we start driving into New Jersey, right? And then he turns off, not an exit, just off the highway, like in between exits. And we park and we start walking into, we're about to start to walk into the woods, and he goes, open that up, the glove box. And I open up the glove box, and there was a handgun in the glove box. I swear. And I say, he was like, you ever seen one of those? I said, I'm 10. And then he goes, we're going to learn how to hunt. And then we walk into the woods, and he shows me how to hold the gun. And then I just started shooting the gun into the New Jersey wilderness. Never saw an animal. Never saw anything. I probably shot somebody's dog in the backyard accidentally. And that's why I call it Right Intention, Wrong Move. The intention was there to just do what my mom is asking, but the move was wrong, to give a 10-year-old an illegal handgun.
Even more than just wrong, quite illegal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, it's great to see you. You're going to be in El Cajon tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
You better start driving right now to get to El Cajon tomorrow night.
Right.
And then you're playing the Wiltern. That's a very big theater here in L.A. on Saturday.
Come on, come down.
Christian Kimmel, everybody. He's at the Magnolia tomorrow night. Wiltern Saturday. We'll be right back with Turnpike Troubadours.